Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into an essential topic that can dramatically enhance your communication skills. Listening skills to improve understanding. If you've ever felt like you're speaking a different language than someone else, or if you've ever had someone cut you off right when you were about to reveal your life-changing moment, this video is your ultimate guide. By the end, you'll be mastering the art of listening and transforming your relationships. So buckle up and let's begin. The importance of listening. Before we jump into the nitty-gritty of active listening, let's take a moment to understand why it's so crucial to listen. 1. It improves relationships. Good listening is like a superpower. It builds trust and rapport faster than you can say trust fall. When you really listen, people feel valued and heard, which means fewer awkward silences and more meaningful conversations. It's like having a secret recipe for stronger relationships. 2. It enhances learning. Listening isn't just about catching the next word, it's about soaking up knowledge and insights like a sponge. Imagine if your favorite professor was also a ninja. That's the level of focus we're talking about. 3. It reduces conflicts. Misunderstandings are the sneaky villains of effective communication. But when you listen carefully, you're essentially slaying those misunderstandings before they even have a chance to appear. You'll be the hero of your own conversation. As Ernest Hemingway wisely said, when people talk, listen completely. Most people never listen. So let's aim to be part of the elite group who actually listens. Personal story, the interrupting habit. Before we dive deeper, let me share a personal story. I used to be notorious for interrupting people mid-sentence. Picture this. Someone would be sharing an exciting new project or a juicy story, and just as they reach the climax, I'd jump in with my own thoughts or questions. I didn't realize how much it disrupted the flow of the conversation until one day a friend pointed it out. We were discussing a new recipe I had tried, and I was so eager to share my tweaks and tips that I cut off my friend, who was describing their own cooking adventure. They looked visibly frustrated, and the conversation shifted awkwardly. That's when I realized that my interruptions were not only impolite but also stifling meaningful exchange. I made a commitment to change and work on my listening skills, which is why I'm so passionate about this topic today. Active listening techniques. Now, let's move on to active listening techniques. This is where you become the Jedi Master of listening. 1. Maintain eye contact to show that you're all ears, and not just staring at their forehead like you're about to spot a UFO. It shows attentiveness and lets the speaker know you're engaged. 2. Use nonverbal cues like nodding and smiling to demonstrate understanding. Think of it as giving your conversation partner a silent high five for their thoughts. It's all about showing you're with them on this journey. 3. Paraphrase. Repeat what you've heard in your own words to confirm understanding. For example, if someone says they're tired of their job, you might say, "So, you're feeling pretty worn out from work lately?" It's like confirming the GPS directions before taking off. You're making sure you're headed in the right direction. Imagine your friend is telling you about their latest adventure and you're there, nodding like you're in a really engaging documentary. That's active listening done right. Avoiding common listening barriers. Let's talk about those pesky barriers that can mess up our listening game. 1. Resist the urge to interrupt. Let them finish their thought. Remember, interrupting is like trying to cut in line at a buffet. It's never a good idea and someone might throw a roast at you. 2. Keep an open mind and avoid jumping to conclusions. If you're thinking about how you'll respond before they've even finished speaking, you're not really listening. Think of it as reserving judgment until you've heard the whole story, like waiting to judge a book until you've read the last page. 3. Minimize external distractions like phones or noisy environments. Imagine trying to listen to a symphony while someone's blaring a foghorn. It's just not going to work. Create a distraction-free zone to really focus. We've all been there when someone interrupts just as you're getting to the good part of your story. Don't be that person. The power of silence. Now, let's talk about the unsung hero of communication silence. Think before you speak. Take a moment to absorb what's been said before responding. This isn't just about being dramatic. It's about making sure your reply isn't a knee-jerk reaction, but a thoughtful response. Encourage sharing. Silence can encourage the other person to share more. Think of it as the conversation's secret weapon. It's like when a suspenseful movie leaves you on a cliffhanger. It makes you want to know what happens next. Show respect. Silence shows you're pondering their words and valuing their input. It's not awkward, it's respectful. As the saying goes, Sometimes you have to shut up, listen, and respect others' opinions. Silent nods are the unsung heroes of respect. Asking effective questions. Asking the right questions is key to digging deeper into understanding. Open-ended questions. These encourage detailed responses. For example, instead of asking, "Did you like the movie?" try, "What did you enjoy most about the movie?" It's like opening a treasure chest. You never know what you might find. Clarifying questions. Ensure you understand their point. If someone mentions they're feeling off, ask, "What do you mean by feeling off?" It's like being a detective trying to get all the clues straight. Probing questions. Dig deeper to uncover more information. If someone says they're thinking of changing careers, ask, "What's driving you to make this change?" Think of yourself as an investigator uncovering the mysteries of their career aspirations. Practicing empathy. Finally, let's talk about empathy. Validate feelings. Acknowledge their emotions. Saying, "I understand how you feel," shows that you're not just hearing their words, but also tuning into their emotional wavelength. Avoid judgment. Be non-judgmental in your responses. Everyone has their own story, and your job is to listen without jumping to conclusions. Share your own experiences. Relate to what they're saying by sharing similar experiences. It's like adding your own seasoning to the conversation. It makes it richer and more flavorful. Empathy is seeing with the eyes of another, listening with the ears of another, and feeling with the heart of another. Alfred Adler. Make sure people feel heard and understood. And there you have it. By honing your listening skills, you'll not only improve your communication, but also enrich your relationships and become a more understanding person. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who could use a listening boost, and hit that subscribe button for more tips on personal growth and success. Comment below with one listening tip you'll start using today. I'd love to hear from you. Keep listening, keep growing, and keep shining. Thanks for watching, and until next time, let's listen to understand and connect better.